Oh yeah. Wait a minute, girl, can you slow down? Wait a minute, girl, what's the rush now? I wanna introduce myself to you. My name is one-on-one guy to prefer now. I like the way you put your fists together. I like the way you do your hair in the morning. I see why all the boys want you, girl. YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here. We another Washington Commanders video, and in today's video, I'm coming on here with a video where we're going to be talking about the Washington Commanders' toughest quarterbacks they face in the NFL this season, because we have a pretty tough schedule. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. But before we do, make sure you guys go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload a video about the NFL, or in this case, our Washington Commanders. We're on the road to 6,000 subscribers, so please hit that subscribe button again if you haven't already. Thank you so much. Let's get straight into today's video. So I have some news right quick. I will be going live on the channel with my guy Rio Robinson, Pedro Schmidt, Juris, and Protect. Will be covering the Washington Commanders schedule full in-depth game by game and what we think on my channel tonight at 8 p.m. So I hope to see you guys over there. Also, please go subscribe to Juan Gotti TV. The link down below is in the description. Chuck Brown documentary is up, and we're working on plenty of other documentaries. So please go over there. Thank you so much. Let's get it. Alright, y'all. So, schedule came out yesterday. Pretty tough. I am not gonna lie. I think pretty tough is an underestimate. We have the 8th strength of schedule, the 8th hardest schedule according to what these teams are now. Now, obviously, we don't know what these teams are going to ultimately be. The teams that they have the hardest could ultimately be trash. Some of the teams that are weak could be good. Chicago, Carolina. Even though Detroit had a pretty tough season, a lot of people still aren't the believers in them. So many teams, the Raiders, the Broncos could be good. So many teams that you think may not be good, may ultimately be good, and the same for the best. The best might be not as good as they were last year, So strength of schedule really doesn't mean anything right now. It all depends about how they play, because every year is different. But we do play some really tough quarterbacks, ladies and gentlemen. So in today's video, I'm going to be going over all the quarterbacks we play because they are pretty tough. So week 1 is probably going to be our easiest test. Not even probably. I think it will be our easiest test, especially if all the rest of these quarterbacks stay healthy. Week 1 is the only time where we get a team with a trash quarterback, okay? Cardinals, that's the only one. And we have to win that game. We must win that game. We have no excuse to lose that game. After that, you got Denver. I don't think Russell Wilson's going to be as bad as he was last year with Nathaniel Hackett. He got Sean Payton now. So I fully expect Russell Wilson to, if he doesn't turn back the MVP Russ from Seattle, he's going to be much better than what he was last year. So that's not even a layup, okay? That's a tough test. And then you got to go to Denver, too. Then you got Josh Allen. Come on now. One of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. Arguably the best quarterback in the NFL. That's tough. We got Jalen Hurts. Come on. Just got paid. Just had an MVP-esque season. Should have won the Super Bowl for real, if it wasn't for his defense selling the bag and Jonathan Gannon. He had a crazy offensive game in the Super Bowl. That's going to be tough. We play Justin Fields, who's an up-and-coming young guy who, let's be real, we played them last year, and we probably should have lost that game. Justin Fields should not have lost that game. Benjamin St. Juste with a crazy play at the end, but they should have won. And Justin Fields is now has weapons. He now has a wide receiver 1. DJ Moore, Donnell Mooney, Chase Claypool, I think Khalil Herbert, but the running back still there. I think what's my tight end? What's the tight end's name there in Chicago? I can't think of his name off the top of my head. Not Tommy Tremble. I can't think of his name all the time in my head, but they have a nice solid tight end too. They got some pieces on that offensive side of the ball in Chicago for Justin Fields, and not to mention Justin Fields' legs by himself is a killer. So that's going to be tough. You got the Atlanta Falcons, who is the second team that is, you look at and you like, we should beat them, but again, you never know what Desmond Ridder could be. Desmond Ridder could be the next coming of the young quarterbacks to be good. But right now, I do look at Atlanta and say that's probably our second team that we should beat, and a quarterback that we can handle. After that, you got Daniel Jones. I still don't think Daniel Jones is that good, but for whatever reason, we can't beat him. We can't beat Daniel Jones at all. So he's a tough quarterback. Next, Jalen Hurts again. That's a tough game. And this time it's going to be at home, but that's still going to be tough. Jalen Hurts is a dog. You got Mac Jones. Mac Jones, another quarterback where I look at him like, he's not that good, but they should be much improved for the things that they did this offseason. And obviously it's Bill Belichick. He got a real offensive coordinator this time in Bill O'Brien. So I think Mac Jones could definitely return back to his rookie year Pro Bowl self. So that's going to be tough. And then you go on to Foxborough too. So that definitely is going to be tough. Then you got Seattle with Geno Smith. Geno is another person that I'm not too, like, I don't believe he's gonna do what he did again last year, but you never know. Maybe that was the spark of Geno. Maybe Geno still didn't right back, and he's just amazing now. Now again, he has to prove it to me. I think we're fully capable of going there to Seattle, to competing with Seattle and actually winning. But if Geno Smith played like how he did last year, and they now got Jackson Njigba Smith to go with DK Metcalf, still got Tyler Lockett, still they getting their healthy running back, their second-year guy back, Kenneth Walker. They got some pieces in Seattle, so we definitely are going to have our hands full, not to mention the environment there is it Lumen Field now? I miss when it used to be called CenturyLink. I think it's called Lumen Field now. And then you got the Giants for a second straight time, so you know that's going to be tough. You got to face the Giants twice, you got to face the Cowboys twice, and then the Eagles twice. That's 3 quarterbacks right there. That's going to be super tough. Then you got the Cowboys on Thanksgiving. That's going to be tough in Dallas on Thanksgiving. Then you got Tua and the Dolphins. Now, if Tua is healthy by this time, I really think the Dolphins are in good shape, because this is December 3rd, and they're a playoff team, and they definitely could potentially win that AFC East if Tua Tagovailoa stays healthy. Now, they have Mike White as a backup, who is really, really solid. He could still come in and play really good ball too. So either way it goes, we could potentially be in trouble there facing the Dolphins. Not anything I don't think we can handle though, but there's still a tough quarterback position there in Miami. Then you got LA, the Rams. Matthew Stafford, I know he's dealing with the elbow, but if he comes back healthy, I don't think the Rams overall is going to be a good team, but he could still have a good season. Just because your team is trash don't mean you can't have a good season, and I definitely think the Super Bowl winning quarterback, Matthew Stafford, if healthy, could come to Washington, or at least we're going to LA, and they could give us some trouble. Then you got the Jets, obviously Aaron Rodgers. Now we played well against Aaron Rodgers, okay, but that was Aaron Rodgers of the Packers. We don't know what he's going to look like with Garrett Wilson and company here, and Breece Hall. But that's a tough game nevertheless, because it's still Aaron Rodgers. They got a good defense. So that's tough. Then you got the 49ers, Brock Purdy or Trey Lance. If it's Brock Purdy, he did us dirty last year, okay? Now, I think we can handle Brock Purdy, but it's still gonna be a tough game. These quarterbacks I'm reading off, I'm not saying we can't win at all. I'm just saying it's gonna be a tough matchup and a tough go. Brock Purdy definitely is going to be tough if he plays. You know, Trey Lance, I still don't know anything about Trey Lance for real, so I don't know if he's going to be a tough out. But if Brock Purdy's their quarterback, it's definitely going to be tough. Still think it's doable, and this time we're at home, so that's good too. And you finish off the season with Dak Prescott and the Cowboys. So you got to face Dak twice, Hurts twice. You got to face Jones twice. You got to face Allen, Rodgers, Purdy, Tagovailoa. Then you gotta face Smith. You gotta face Mac Jones. You gotta face potentially Ritter if he's actually good. And then you gotta face Chicago and Fields. And then you gotta face Wilson. So we have a lot of things to do ahead of us. Defense is gonna have to be on point, because these quarterbacks are not coming to play. We gotta have our work cut out for us each and every week, man. So let me know what y'all think about it down below. It's going to be a tough season. I definitely think it's doable. We just got to show up in each and every week. But I'm just saying, y'all, especially the layup that we had last season, bro, we fumbled the bag. Now we're facing some real quality quarterbacks. This is kind of like 2021, where the defense was amazing in 2020, and we thought the defense was we was gonna see if the defense could do it in 2021, but we actually faced real good competition in 21, and we kind of squandered. The defense wasn't as good, and then in 22, the team we didn't face that good of quarterbacks really last year, so the defense kind of was better. So now this is like 2021 all over again. Now that we're facing pretty good quarterbacks again, and more consistency, because it was a little good quarterback sprinkle in the last season here and there sprinkle, but this is consistent. You're facing good quarterbacks consistently. Can the defense show up each and every week? That's going to be the question that remains unanswered until the season is here. So yeah, man, there you have it. Let me know what you guys think about this video in the comment section down below. Don't forget, I'll be going live tonight on the channel at 8 p.m. to discuss the schedule with Protect Sports, Rio Robinson, Pedro Schmidt, and Juris. And also, don't forget to check out my another channel, juangottiwft, where we did a Chuck Brown documentary. We're on the road to 6,000 subscribers, so please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Thank you so much. See you guys next time. I'm out. Peace. Cross me one time, that's gonna get you pop. Get you poppin'.